Good morning, YouTube. It is Birdo Prey 5. Uh, After a shortened night's sleep, I have some breaking news on the GoFund the Wall campaign. It appears that only minutes ago, at some point, and I'm making sure that the microphone is on this time. Only Anti-Tracker, good morning. Only minutes ago, Facebook has pulled the page. This is now what you get. If you are signed into Facebook and you go to the web page that they had been using with their blue check mark as a confirmed page, this was their main point of contact with the community. The page isn't available. You will get this error. I actually have the page up because I hadn't refreshed it. I don't want to refresh it. This is in my browser. This is what it looked like earlier this morning. There was a lot of activity. Over 41,000 people had liked the page. 42,000 people were following it. 5 stars rated. There was various things posted to it. It was the main point of contact in the fundraiser, which has now surpassed $3.8 million. It hit $2 million at 11:52 p.m. last night, right at my estimate that it would hit $2 million by midnight. We are now at $3.8 million, and it is growing substantially. Yesterday there was one $5,000 donation. Today there are, if we sort it by the highest amount of donations, there is a $10,000 donation, multiple $5,000 donations, $3,000, $2,500, and it goes from there. But there are still tons more of smaller donations between 10, 5, 10, and $100. Last night we were at 27,000 or so distinct donations. This morning we are over 65,000 distinct donations. But I want to talk about this Facebook. That's the most important thing here. This latest update was posted only 1 hour ago by Brian Colfidge. I hope I got his name right. He is, of course, the triple amputee Air Force veteran behind this page. And his latest info, only an hour ago. We will have a P.O. box for checks later today, and we'll update with further information. Please, and he's asking us, please like and follow on Facebook so we can communicate easily. But that page, if you click that link, now you have to be signed into Facebook to see this. Oh, that is the wrong thing. That's for another show. You have to be signed into Facebook to see this. You get this. You're getting this page. If you're not signed into Facebook, you are still getting the cached version of the page, and the cached version is still this. But if you're signed in, this is what you get. Page is no longer available, and that is exactly what happens when Facebook decides that Okay, breaking news. Breaking news. Let's check. Let me check something. It would appear I might have jumped the gun, or perhaps Facebook changed its mind. I'm being told that the page is now up again on Facebook. Let me double check this while I can. Go fund the wall, and I click on the link, and I am still getting this page is not available. Let me hold down shift and refresh. I'm holding down shift and refreshing. It is still not showing up for me. Well, what is...
I just went to Facebook and typed in his name. Do I have
No, not his name. You got to type in Go Fund the Wall.
Oh, I'm sorry. My fault.
Okay. No, his personal Facebook page is up. I'm sorry. Okay. His personal Facebook page is up. That wasn't what I was reporting about. His specific link to facebook.com/GoFundTheWall is what I believe is down. Do we have confirmation? And let me get to the chats before somebody says something else I did wrong. Anti-tracker, hey, Darth Raven, greetings to my fellow cripples. Yes, the Cripple News Network is in full effect this morning. Peter Quinn, hi there, salutations. Peter Quinn, I purchased a more festive spirit today. Well, good for you, Peter. Kronos, oh no, not AT. Anti-tracker, I didn't do it, I swear. What's, have you gotten to the page?
Do you have it? To see if I have it. Is that it?
Hold on. Yes, here's the URL. Updates. Facebook.com/GoFundTheWall.
It's got the pictures.
Does it look like this?
Yes.
So you're still getting it?
Yeah, I never tried it. This came up.
It's coming up for you?
Yeah. The last post was 17 hours ago.
Yeah, that's the same for me. Okay, well, for whatever reason, it would seem my mother's Facebook account is able to access the page. I, however, am not. I've tried it multiple times, refreshed, cleared cache and refreshed. For some reason, Facebook is not letting me see the page. I continue to get that this page is not available. But you know what? Let me put it to the audience. Are you guys able to access this page if you are signed into Facebook? I'm curious. Maybe I just wasted my time this morning. Breaking news. Bird of Prey 5 would make a horrible journalist. Bird of Prey, anti-tracker, at least I am being honest. I just saw a video this morning about a reporter from a very respected I don't know if it was a newspaper or magazine in Germany that had won CNN's Reporter of the Year award and other journalistic accolades. And it turns out he's been writing fake news for years. For years. Fake news, story after story. Finally, one of his co-workers couldn't take that nothing he was writing was adding up, and his co-worker was being attacked for weeks until the guy finally broke down and admitted he made up all these stories. He made up stories about well, to be honest, he made up stories about people writing keep Mexicans out and stuff near the U.S. border. He made up stories about Syrian refugees and other, all the types of cultural stuff that bring people to the brink of fighting. He was fanning the flames, inventing stories to make him and his political opinions and agenda look good. And he was one of the most respected journalists in Germany until several hours ago. Yesterday, it all came down that he was making up the news to fit his agenda. So I might be, I don't purport to be a journalist, but I do purport to be honest. So if I'm wrong, you will know it. I still cannot get to this page. My mother can. I know Facebook is a huge site. They use lots of servers, lots of caching. The reality is that even if they take down a site or a page, it might not come down across the whole world immediately. It could be that this page will be down for everyone in a couple hours. It could be that the server I'm connected to is just backlogged and I'll see it again in an hour or two. We don't know. I do apologize if I jumped the gun, but as far as I can tell, this page is and was down for me. Okay, let me go back to the comments here. I owe people that. Hubjeep searched Google and found it. Okay, so I guess Hubjeep, it's up for you too. Hey BOP2, by the way. 5. I have a problem with numbers. No problem, Kronos. The page loaded for Peter Quinn too. Okay, I guess it was just me. I promise you guys. Here is what?
I didn't hit like. You did.
Well, hit like, see what happens. I'm being told that the person, my mother, who was able to see the page, realized she didn't hit like on the page, whereas I did yesterday. I don't know if me liking the page made a difference in the fact that I can't see it today, but here is going to be literally, I'm taking a screenshot of my entire screen right now. Well, let me widen this so that you can see I'm at the right page. Printing screen. I am now going over to my web browser and I am going to the correct imager and I am pasting in the entire screen. All my secret icons and all, and I'm not sure if it's big enough for you to see, but that is www.facebook.com/GoFundTheWall. That is the link I followed from Facebook itself. And yeah, and this is it. This is what I see. This page isn't available. The link you followed may be broken, or the page may have been removed. And that was just 2 seconds ago. I refreshed the page, and it is not showing for me. So I fully acknowledge it seems to be just me, and the majority of you are not having the issue. So be it. It could just be a random Facebook error. It does happen. So I take back my remarks. We will see what happens. Darth Raven, drop that link in a turd like an explosive diarrhea. Anti-tracker. So yeah, Berto going to Facebook in a new browser and just search for GoFund the Wall. It's loaded for me. Okay, well, I don't know. I mean, it's the first time that I know of, I've not been able to get to a Facebook page that other people can access. Peter Quinn, I can access the page on Facebook. Hub Jeep, I see. The question was if it was accessible through the Facebooks. Anti-tracker posted in the same link. Wait. Where did I get the Trump wall from? Oh, that I pasted the URL for the GoFundMe. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Yes. Anti-tracker pasted the correct link. GoFund the Wall. And that is still down for me. I just clicked on it. It's loaded for Anti-tracker. It seems to be loaded for most of you guys. So I guess I'm wrong. Kronos said he did get my notification. Thank you, Kronos. Kapla, Luke, Darth Raven, breaking news, Anti-tracker is meant to be working. It's okay. Derek, hiya there, bird of prey. 5, Kapla, Derek. Luke Favark, CNN reporter, writing fake news. Why am I incapable of surprise? No, Luke. Let me make that clear. It was not a CNN reporter. It was a reporter for a German magazine, a weekly news magazine. I forget the name. It is on Tim Pool's or Tim Cast channel. But the reporter is one of, if not the most respected print journalists in Germany, and had won CNN Reporter of the Year award at least once, and multiple other journalism awards over his career. And during the time he was winning these awards, he was also just making up fake news stories. So it is damning both to him, to his newspaper or magazine, and to the industry as a whole, because there are people giving him awards clearly without doing any fact checking on the stories he's actually submitting and posting. That said, I would not be surprised if a CNN reporter was found writing fake news, but to be clear, I have no evidence of that right now. Derek was notified. Yeah, I think most people got my notification this morning. I think it was just a weird a weird thing. Anti-tracker's notification didn't go out yesterday. Most people seem to be working, because clearly nobody would be coming to this page without the notifications. uh, my comments jumped, so I'm just going back. Oh no, news that is fake. Yes, fake news. The fake news upsets my dog. You've set her off. Sassy, the fake news will not stop. Okay, Peter Quinn, I'm a science communicator. I probably could write an article, something like that now. Yeah, go ahead. Write some news. Anti-Tracker says, don't apologize. It was nice to get a break. I've been working on my Christmas video and needed the distraction. I am happy to be your distraction, Anti-Tracker. I'm going to send you a Discord message later today with the first of the news stories for the news ticker if you want to use them tonight. I did manage to find that font. Colon actually is the Starfleet emblem, or the insignia, the badge insignia, and exclamation point is the Enterprise outline. So yeah, it's the correct font, and it's good to know what those symbols are. So yeah, look forward to that. I'll send that later today, well before your stream goes live at 11 p.m. tonight. Derek says Germany has a fine tradition of fake news. Just ask Joseph Goebbels. Goebbels? I will be again honest, Derek. I have no idea who that is. Sorry. Luke says true. I guess he's probably somebody Europeans may know better. Darth Raven is on the page now. Okay, yes, Peter Quinn says you liking the page shouldn't change anything. I know it shouldn't, Peter. It was just a theory. But Darth says, hey, look, it's his vacuum porn button. We can see Kling-Orc porn. No, it is not Kling-Orc, and it is not porn. Okay, listen. I was gonna save this for another stream, but I was getting a list of interesting pictures together to go through, like I do on some streams, and so let's get this out of the way, since the rumors are going to be flying. Okay, this was a picture that was posted to, I believe, Anti-Tracker's Discord, and I forget by who, but it is clearly not a Kling-Orc. She is a traditional Klingon TNG DS9 style Klingon woman holding a TNG style bat'leth on a D7 or Katinga class cruiser with Qapla' spelled correctly. Whoever drew this knew what they were doing. It is a fine example of Klingon pinup artwork. I could see somebody painting her on the front of their bird of prey. I did not find most Klingons attractive. I've said that before. This particular woman, drawn in these proportions, however, certainly makes them look more tempting than, say, actual Lurser or Beitor in person. Then there was this great, also posted, I believe, to Anti-Tracker's Discord. Ponfar is not consent. Obtain a consensual mating telepathic bond before engaging in Ponfar related sexual activities with a Vulcan. Sponsored by Starfleet Command and the United Federation of Planets. That is hilarious. Okay? Because especially Enterprise and Voyager, we see Vulcans going crazy with their mating rituals. Although they are intensely private people, they would probably never want to see an actual sign like this up in the mess hall. As humans, we would probably go ahead and post these around a starship, because nobody should consider not nobody, but I'm guessing sensibilities in the 24th century you will feel that even if a Vulcan is coming on to you, if they're in Ponfar, it is not consent. Although then they say to obtain a consensual mating telepathic bond, which would mean that the Vulcan is telling you telepathically that it's okay, and I would imagine if they were in Ponfar, they would probably be saying yes, whether it was verbally or telepathically. So there's probably a better way of getting this type of permission, like perhaps Vulcans should put on Starfleet record a short list of partners they would be willing to engage in Ponfar with when their time comes up every 7 years. And then at the time of Ponfar, the ship's doctor could notify the people on that list that Ponfar has arrived, and then those suitors could go and either fight to the death, or 3D chess each other, or do whatever else they can do to prove to be the superior mate, and let nature take its course. And then I believe this was the last picture I got in right after I was thinking about the Frank Sinatra stream I did. You may be cool, but you're not Frank Sinatra stepping out of a helicopter holding a glass of whiskey cool. And I have no idea what that photo is from, but yeah, he looks pretty cool. Especially look at that old damn helicopter. That looks like a death trap. I would never, even if I could have fit into that helicopter, which I no doubt could not, there was no way I would have gotten in that helicopter. And there he was, just flying around, God knows where, probably a movie set, sipping on whiskey. Didn't spill any on his suit. So yeah, there's no Klingon porn collection. Okay, was just the top of, and it was the top by chance of 4 random images I was going to talk about, 3 random images I was going to talk about on the next stream. And you know what? I am closing that tab because we don't need to risk that coming up again. We will fund the wall at $4 million, $4,018,831. The giving continues. The giving continues. And with that, everyone, I am going to have to end the stream. I will read the comments, but okay, you know what? Just hold on. And you know what? I'm not even going to mute the microphone because you know what's happening. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. And that is the sound of paper towels to dry off whatever needs to be dried off. And now you will hear the sound of Purell, or not, because the Purell is pretty silent. As I Purell my hands. Just to have some semblance of hygiene. Okay. Well, I guess I'll finish off the chats now that I have no emergency need to sign off immediately. Okay, vacuum porn. No, it's not vacuum porn. So reaching 4 million soon. Yes, Luke, in fact, it reached it already. We just saw Darth Raven. Hey, Bird, check Discord. I sent you a screenshot. Checking Discord, my friend. Checking Discord. Sure, there is. Oh, Peter, thank you for posting that I went live in general. I see that. Darth, okay, Darth posted a screenshot showing that he's able to see the GoFundMe on the wall. You know what? I apologize wholeheartedly to Facebook. I will change the URL of this stream, the name of this stream, as soon as I am done. I am very happy Facebook kept the page up. I was worried they wouldn't, and when I couldn't get to the page, you know, my worst fears felt confirmed. I hope you realize that. You know, if I could get to the page, I would never have made this video this morning, but for whatever reason, I really cannot get to it. I don't know. Maybe they banned me. I have no idea why. I never even posted on their wall, so I don't even know that they would know to ban me. All I did was like the page the other day, or even probably early this morning. I liked the page, and I can't get to it now. So what happened? I have no idea. Maybe I'll figure it out. Maybe I won't. We'll see. Kronos asks, what's anti-tracker? Because I say tracker. Anti-Trekker says Kronos, well, it's a Native American who really sucks at finding things. I get it. Luke says, oh, so a Native American with too much British blood. Kronos to Anti-Tracker, why did you kill the Kelpians into a pot? Luke to Anti-Tracker, exactly the same thing. Bird of Prey 5, don't trust German journalists. Kronos, was Wesley a Kelpian? Is nobody ate Wesley? I don't think he was a Kelpian. God knows what the Traveler did to him while they were off on their galactic adventures. But eating him did not seem to be an issue. He did seem to show up in Nemesis, not missing any limbs. But you never know. I mean, they have pretty decent limb regeneration technology, I believe, in the future. So maybe he did. Maybe the Traveler took an arm and a leg, and Dr. Crusher regrew it for him. We don't know. I suppose that's still to be determined. Anti-Tracker says Kelpians, the intelligent part of a complete breakfast. The Christmas video should be up soon, rendering it now. Well, I can't wait, Anti-Tracker. I hope it is full of Christmas music that will not bring any DMCA. And man, there are a hell of a lot of comments, aren't there? Oh, man. Let's see how fast I can clear these comments. Can I do as fast as Anti-Tracker did yesterday? Okay, 10:22 a.m. So we are almost 18 minutes behind. Kronos, there are no vegans here. Kronos, right? Luke says, I ain't no vegan. Luke says, but I heard eating vegans is quite healthy. Luke also says, wait, I must have confused with vegetables. Luke asks, is there a difference? Kronos, no, eating vegans are unhealthy. Did you see the lion being fed on Futurama? And I'm starting to think, did I see the lion being fed on Futurama? I don't remember. Luke said, oh yeah, I figured one of these crazy violent activists. Peter Quinn, it is not called fake news, it's newspeak. Orwell said it first. Good point. Anti-Tracker, yep, that is the font. Okay, I am only 20 minutes behind, so we're making good communication. Luke, Kronos to Luke, I am crazy, perhaps violent, acting is fake, so wait, well, I am crazy and perhaps violent and acting is fake, so Kronos, I hope you are not, well, I feel like I should slow down for that one. I don't think you're crazy, you don't seem crazy to me, and I wouldn't know if you were violent, but you don't seem violent, so calm down a little. I know that never helps anybody, but take a breath. If there's anything you need to talk about, feel free to message me on Discord, buddy. If you go down the road of violence, unless it's in the very strict, honorable Klingon way, which is not recognized by the United Federation of Planets or the state of New York, you probably already lost. So yeah, don't go to violence. We can only do that in certain states and countries that are more tolerant to Klingon tradition. Anti-Tracker, he was going to save his porn for another stream. No, it wasn't porn. That's the whole point. It was a Klingon pinup photograph, not photograph, cartoon, and I explained it. Derek, that's an interesting picture. Cronus, wow, success. Luke Favark, who was searching for Star Trek pinups for Bird of Prey 5. Kronos says, Wapla. I don't know if that's Kapla. Anti-Tracker says, I do not find Klingons attractive. Proof that Bird of Prey is a racist. Speciesist, perhaps. Forgive me if I only like to date human and human-looking species. If that is a problem, then I will proudly stand by that. I make no apologies for not liking the ridged foreheads on a partner. Just the way I was made. Luke says, thanks for appreciating the memes. Luke, if you put them up there, thank you so much. They made my day when I saw them. Yes, I appreciate them. I hope everybody does. A good meme is getting harder and harder to find. They are just making them cheaper and less interesting these days. Chrono says there's a good episode of Voyager that would work for this. Peter, good planning for Ponfar relations, exactly. Hukravark, 3D chess each other. Well, you got to do something, right? You can't all battle to the death, right? Starfleet wouldn't be down for battles to the death taking place on starships, to just so Vulcan crewmen could mate. Derek has been rewatching Voyager. Anti-Tracker. Okay, question. Which would be worse? Locked in a room with a gay Vulcan in Ponfar, or locked in a room with a gay Klingon orc on any given day? Oh, that is well, let's be honest. Well, okay, to be worse would be locked with the Klingon, with the Vulcan in Ponfar, because the Vulcan has to mate. The Vulcan has to mate or die or kill someone to get over Ponfar. It is a medical condition, and nothing else will stop it. They can't even control themselves and let themselves die. It literally, from what we've seen on screen, it is literally an overpowering urge. So if you're a human and you are locked in the room with a gay Vulcan in Ponfar, from all we know from canon, you are getting raped. No question about it. That is going by canon, assuming there are gay Vulcans, and assuming Ponfar has not found a treatment by the time we are talking about. That Vulcan has to mate or die, and it cannot choose to die. Given the option, it will rape. We saw it in Voyager. So now, is it rape if it's a forced thing from the species? It's not a debate I'm going to get into. From the human's perspective, it's rape. So yeah, the Vulcan would be worse because there's no question. The Klingon has no overwhelming need to mate on any given day. They might want to, and you'd be screwed, literally and figuratively, if they did. But you have half a shot of convincing the Klingon to do something else, sing opera or some drinking songs or reminisce about battles past. You have a chance of talking the Klingon out of mating, zero chance of talking the Vulcan out of mating. So I guess in that case, give me the gay Klingon on any given day. Wow. That is not a question I thought I would be answering today or ever. Kronos, 4D chess, get it right. Is suicide an option? I assume that was to Anti-Tracker's question. I hope Anti-Tracker was still here to hear my answer. If not, I'll have to send him the link to exactly the time I answered, which was about 10:45 a.m. for my own sake. Anti-Tracker, did the stream just freeze? Well, I hope you refreshed it, Anti-Tracker. You know Klingon, YouTube basics. That's bad, Anti-Tracker, though the Klingorks have previous for rape according to STD. Didn't freeze here, Peter says to the video. Oh, right, because yes, the scene, although I don't think Ash Tyler or whatever his Klingon name was actually raped. I mean, him and that woman, when they were Klingon, seemed to be into each other. So it seemed to be consenting. I think it was just the human half of Ash that may or not be human after all that is seeing it that way. Kronos, things are going well here, just the time dilation is a problem. Yes, time dilation remains an issue. It is localized to my neighborhood. We'll find out a way to get around time dilation so that bird of prey time is closer matched to the rest of the universe. Anti-Tracker, Klingorks are dumb and apparently tiny. I don't want to read that. Let's just say tiny women can take them out. So I'd choose the Klingork. I'd start by making him KO with the precise strike in the middle parts. Luke, I'm with you on the Klingon or Klingork, but for different reasons. But sure. Luke says, twice the stuff, twice the pain. Referring to Klingon double anatomy. Anti-Tracker, best stream ever. I am happy to oblige, Anti-Tracker. This is what you can expect. We're going to start a stream about Facebook not taking down a page about the Trump border wall, and we're going to end up on whether it's better to be raped by a Vulcan or a Klingon. And I made my point well and within the bounds of canon, and I would defy anyone, that's you, Anti-Tracker, that's Lore, it's Captain Foley, Doomcock, anyone to change my mind, because I'm right. I'm right, goddammit. Is it a big sucker, Bird of Prey 5? Oh, I guess this is when the vacuum went on. It is actually only a 2 horsepower, the smallest wet dry vac you can get that you actually plug into an outlet. I actually have a battery powered wet dry vac in case I was ever somewhere that I couldn't plug in. I haven't actually ever used it, but I think it would probably work. It uses some pretty big batteries, and it would probably work enough if I needed to. But as I've said before, when I go out and I travel, I almost always put on a pouch that captures the urine and brings it in a hose down to a bag that's under me. So it's not so bad for urinating. It's just the other thing I have a problem doing. Kronos asks, why can't you be this cool, Anti-Tracker? Anti-Tracker says, we just need the sound of chunks going up the pipe. I was going to I have a bag here of pretzel pieces. I was going to vacuum some up at the end, just for the fun of it. But to be honest, that would just get messy when it had to be cleaned up later, and I didn't want to do that. But I thought that would have been funny. I was thinking it. Luke is asking what the vacuum cleaner is for. Luke, I'm going to assume somebody has already filled you in. But if you're not sure, it is how I urinate, my friend. Being stuck in bed, there's not a lot of options. I either got to go into a personal urinal device, they call it, which needs to be emptied every single time I go, which is quite often, or I use this vacuum, which we get emptied 2 or 3 times a day, and makes life a lot easier for mom and me, because I don't have to wait for it to come over. I can use it as I need to. Luke says, no, I don't, but I can imagine. I don't want to. Well, it's too late now, Luke. I already explained it. Should have led with that. Derek, between the rain and the vac, it can't hear the PlayStation. It can't hear the PlayStation between the rain and the vac. You can't hear your PlayStation? I don't have a PlayStation on. Anti-Tracker, we need an animation of a vacuum. Well, Anti-Tracker, you know somebody really good at animations. If you go to Amazon and type in wet dry vac, it is the orange Armor All 2 horsepower wet dry vac. Likely the very first thing that will come up in the listing. It's between $35 and $45. The price is constantly changing, but that is the vacuum. You can show it to Joshua, or if he can make an animation of the vacuum, we can figure out something to do with it. But yeah, you're the animation guy, not me. Chronos says Purell, not Purell. Purell, not Purell. Purell or not Purell? To be or not to be. I gotcha. I thought I was pronouncing it wrong. Takba. Okay, I should have read that first. Oh, god damn it! I jumped again. How many comments are there? What the hell is going on here? Okay, chunks down a pipe. Too far. Luke Favark, to me, Stream is the only live stream equipped with a time travel machine that Bird Prey 5 stream is the only stream equipped with a time travel machine that takes you to the recent past. Okay, Yeah, I could see that. Um, I gotta figure out. I don't know where I can get a second monitor, and I know Anti-Tracker says room. Get rid of the treadmill. I read that comment when I was re-listening to my last night's live stream this morning. I didn't see that comment the first time. I did get rid of my treadmill, actually. I got rid of the treadmill about 5 years ago. But it's not actually a matter of room in the house. The house has room. It's a matter of room on or near my bed. And the fact is that my workstation is literally one of those little tables that go over the hospital bed that they have in the hospital. So it's maybe 2.5 feet wide and a foot and a half deep. And my laptop is a 17-inch laptop, takes up literally 50% or more of the table, and then I kind of have a remote caddy that I have some TV remotes, pens, pencils, uh, my cell phone, my pills I need to take, all types of things in the remote caddies. They take up another half of what's left, so that's 3/4 of the table gone right there. Then the microphone, a little personal fan, the Purell bottle, and some little things I need. Pretty much take up the rest of the room. So there's just literally no room to add a monitor to this table. There's no walls near me that I could even put one on that I could see. So I'm at a loss as to where I could put a second monitor. I'd have to have a second table pushed over to me, which isn't out of the realm of possibility, and it might have to come to that. Yes, Sassy, it's okay, baby. The mail came. I believe it was the mail. So yeah, a second monitor is possible at some point, but it's just a matter of making room for it for here. B says easy fix. Delete your Facebook and never go back. B, welcome B. Are you a B I know or a B I don't know? Welcome to the channel, whoever you are. Luke Favark says good idea. Well, I would delete it, but that's how I keep in communication with lots of family and college friends. So it serves its purpose that way. I'm not usually wasting a hell of a lot of time on Facebook, but it's an easy way to stay in communication with people who I really don't communicate with any other way. Anti-Tracker and Luke both making fun of one vertebrae minute. Derek says speed reading comments is a thing now. Vertebrae minute, that's awesome. Anti-Tracker, you are spoiling us with your Christmas special. Vertebrae minutes is the new meme. Kronos is saying he's crazy. Are we really that far behind, Kronos? I felt like I talked about you being crazy 20 minutes ago, and yes, we are 20 minutes behind. I made up literally no time in the last 20 minutes. Oh, wow. Anti-Tracker is lolling. Luke, take a breath is actually quite helpful, especially if you follow up with other breaths and never stop until you're dead. Yes. Kronos, how do you breathe? Bird, greetings from the distant past. Yes, it is anti-tracker of 20 minutes ago is sending me messages to the future. It is amazing. I wish it could go the other way, but hey, we'll take whatever time travel we can get. Anti-tracker says, you know what they say, once you go ridge, you jump off a bridge? I have no idea. Peter Quinn, I've a nice beef in black bean sauce just resting. It's already cooked. Sounds... Honestly, I don't know what black bean sauce tastes like, but the beef part, that sounds delicious. Kronos at Anti-Tracker. Wow, didn't hear him say this, but that's really hilarious. That Kronos says that's not logical. Kronos says holodecks for all Ponfarians. Anti-Tracker says someday in the future, Bird of Prey will know that yes, I heard his answer. I am happy to have heard your answer. DJ Odyssey, hail Bird of Prey 5. Hail DJ Odyssey. I don't know if you're still here, but welcome. And I want you to know we're having time dilation issues. I'm apparently 20 minutes behind the rest of the world. I don't know if I can catch up, but we are going to give it our best shot. Okay. You know what, DJ Odyssey? And the comments jumped again. Hail Bird of Prey 5. Hail everyone. Chrono says no, not everyone. I don't know why he doesn't want to be hailed. Kronos asks Bird of Prey 5. What is your favorite band or song? Kronos, my favorite band, I would say singer, is Frank Sinatra. I love Frank Sinatra. Just about all of his songs, especially from his reprise collection, although some of the other older ones as well. My number one favorite song as of this moment, and it changes frequently because there are just so many. But if I had to say what my favorite Frank Sinatra song is right now, oh, it's so tough. It's so tough. It's between two. It is between two. It's From Both Sides Now and Something Stupid, which is a duet with Nancy Sinatra. I would have to go with Both Sides Now, but Something Stupid, it's right up there. They both get me. And there are dozens of others that are close behind as well, but one of those two, Both Sides Now. We'll say Both Sides Now. I tried to play it. They gave me a notice of a copyright. I am fighting it, but we'll see what happens. I didn't play the whole song. I only played a few seconds, so I have some hope they'll release it. Not that it's hurting anybody or anything. Luke asks me, do I believe in any divine entity, spiritual realm, or universal force, apart from Stovacor, of course? Well, these are certainly questions that are going to make the time dilation worse, aren't they? Luke, yes, I believe in something more than we see. I am not 100% sure what it is. I I I don't know how to phrase this the right way. I strongly believe that there is some sort of soul, some sort of continuance of existence after death, and that even perhaps there are ways or people who have some type of communication in some form. I don't think it's like they literally come up and see them like they do in Sixth Sense. Spoiler alert, he was dead the entire time. I don't think it's necessarily like that, but I have heard and I have seen things, and from people that I cannot deny, that I cannot question, and I am 100% convinced something that we would call a soul continues on after we die, and yeah, is there a Christian version of heaven or hell? A Christian version of God? Did Jesus perform miracles when he walked the earth? I do not have answers to those questions. I wish I did. Whatever being or beings created us with a brain, created us with the ability to question, with a deep curiosity, and so I don't feel too bad that I can't come out and say, yes, I believe in God and Jesus, and say my prayers every night, and we will all be united as the Bible says. I can't do that, but I do accept that there is something or something more than us. I will tell you that when I used to fly on planes, even though I didn't have the strongest belief, I prayed every time before we took off, just in case. So yes, I believe in something. What it is, I wish I could tell you, but I don't purport to know. I don't believe I crossed over when I was close to death, although if I did, it was clearly somewhere happy, because I felt nothing but happiness and contentment. I felt like I was in Hawaii, surrounded by loved ones. Was it my own personal version of heaven? I don't know. I like to think it was, perhaps. But I can't say I saw a light or remember actually crossing over. But that's where we are. So we're probably 30 minutes behind now. Kronos, you need a PayPal. Kronos, I actually have a PayPal. I don't publicize it because I really don't want to do this for the money. But if anybody is interested in donating, you can, if you go to my YouTube channel, there should be a link to PayPal near the top. There's a bunch of icons like for, I don't know, Twitter and stuff, and one of them is the PayPal. Or you can just go to PayPal, and PayPal, the email address is just PayPal, PAYPAL, at JUOT.net. JUOT.net being my forum URL. So PayPal at JUOT.net. If you're interested, actually, I might have a PayPal me set up. PayPal me. Yes, I do. Okay, so um, instead of, I mean, you're welcome to do it either way, but I have a PayPal set up at that link. That does go to my LLC, but it's just as good as coming to me. For purposes donations, I will keep them separate. I appreciate it, but please don't go crazy. I don't have any rewards to give, and I don't. I'm not a tip jar yet. DJ Odyssey. This vac reminds me of a guy I worked with years ago at this factory that was caught with a shop vac but wasn't to pee in. Yes, I get you. I assure you that is not at all what it's being used for. In fact, you can't pee into a vacuum like that, because without constant suction, the urine would just fall back on you. Luke, so can we literally ask something and go back 18 minutes later as if it was the present? Kronos, didn't astronauts use a vacuum? Yes, Kronos, they did. So it's like I'm living in the future. Anti-tracker says the time is 10:57 Eastern. It is now 11:14 a.m. Eastern. So I'm making up a little time. We are no longer 20 minutes behind. We are like 16, 17 minutes behind. Now it's 11:15. So I made up some time. The spirituality question set me back a bit, but we're still going. Kronos asks Anti-Tracker again, why is he blue? That's because Anti-Tracker has a wrench. Kronos, I am giving you a wrench, my friend, because you are here in New York, and I actually did give Kronos my cell phone number earlier today, just because he's in my same time zone. He has the greatest chance of happening to be on while I'm streaming. He does not have to come on when I'm streaming. I'm reminding him again, this is nothing, no pressure at all. I do not take it as any pressure. He has no obligation. But if he happens to be on while I'm streaming and he sees something major happen, bad, like I'm talking for 10 minutes without the microphone on, or something major has happened in chat and I'm 20 minutes behind, please, Kronos, just give me a text message, because I will get that while I am live streaming, and I will know to fix the problem. So it's only fair you get a wrench, Kronos, for the chat. Anti-Tracker, I would send you my cell phone too if you want it, but you're here less often. I don't know that it would be very helpful to you. So we'll talk about that at some point. Anti-Tracker. Okay, so I know you will not read this for like 3 hours. However, do you have a place you can attach a clamp to the table for an articulated arm for a monitor? Well, I'm thinking about that. I actually have a couple of clamps on the far end of the table right now to extend it where I have like a cup holder and some stuff. But there is a place I could do an articulating arm. It would kind of get in the way when we move the table. And the other thing is, if the screw part of the clamp is on the bottom, then it would affect the table. The table wouldn't be able to go over the bed because it would be literally down too far. I did think of that, and the one I saw didn't work. There is a place maybe for a long articulating arm, but the reality is it would just be easier to get a second table from the other direction and just put in a USB monitor or something and do it that way, which we might do. Kronos, nobody here talks about pink bunnies. It is 11:18 and I have physical therapy starting in about an hour. So I need to really start picking up the pace. Mom. Sorry guys. Okay, I'm back. The microphone is back on. Let's go quick through here. I have a spare arm I could send you. Oh, that's very nice, Anti-Tracker. Thank you, but hold on to your arm for now. I appreciate it. It's weird, but the tolerances we have here between how high the table goes, how high the bed is, literally where the feet of the table go into under the bed, and all these things, we have just less than inches to spare. So the chance a random piece will work is small, but we'll see. I have to take a pill, you guys. Give me 1 second. And now I've got to eat a couple of pretzels because I can't take it on an empty stomach. Kronos, nobody talks about pink bunnies here. DJ Odyssey, I know it's my safe space. Yeah, nobody needs to be a pink bunny here. I hope that chewing isn't too loud on the mic. Peter says, I have a big coffee table in front of the sofa and 2 side tables on either side of the sofa. That sounds like a pretty standard setup, Peter. I'm sure it works for you. That's good. I used to have something similar when I had a sofa. 2 sofas, actually. Anti-Tracker, see you in 18 minutes. Okay, that was funny, Luke. DJ Odyssey says, ARG. Okay, we'll see what that's about soon, I guess. Peter, I got my new phone in the mail today. Congrats, Peter. Android or iPhone? Anti-Tracker sent me a link to Amazon. Yeah, something like that. But if you see... Okay. Here. Yeah. Okay, let's do a refresh here. $4.388 million. 4.388 million. Okay, so this is the link Anti-Tracker sent to me. Here's the trouble, Anti-Tracker. It is this bottom piece right here. You see how that back plate is about, I don't know, 4 to 5 inches long, perhaps, maybe less, maybe more. And this clamp is on the bottom. If I put that on the table, then the table will hit the bed rail and literally not to be able to go over the bed um, while I'm using it. And I'd have to take it off or put it on. And by me, I mean Mom. And that would be very tough for her. So we try not to do anything that tough. The only possibility would be to put it on the far end of the table that never goes over the bed. Um, that would be a possibility, but there's quite a few things in the way right now, and I appreciate it, but I don't think it would work. Especially when we have extra tables here right now, we can just go ahead and bring one over. It is not the end of the world situation here. It's just I've been trying to deal with it, doing it on one screen, and we'll see. But thank you very much for the suggestion and for the offer. Kronos, what is an AT? That's short for anti-tracker. I assume you figured that out by now. DJ Odyssey just said it himself. Derek says, Peter, I lost my phone last week. Bit of a pain. I feel for you, Derek. I lost my cell phone once in my life so far. I was working. I'm pretty sure I left it at an Applebee's I went to for lunch, and it was gone by the time I realized it. No one ever found it. But it was before the era of smartphones, so nothing of tremendous value was lost, other than having to put back in like 50 different numbers manually at the time. DJ Odyssey, no Peter, no bunny outfit. Okay. I'm back again. Now Bird knows how Anti felt the other night when we did it to him. Well, there was like 50 of you doing it to him, which is good, because I would surrender. I would surrender in that. I would just go to the end and say, well, screw it, there's no chance. Anti-Tracker is saying his video will be uploading in a few minutes. Time dilation is getting worse. Clone Commander Jeremy. Kapla, Clone Commander Jeremy. Good to see you. Kronos suggests just let time work. Well, it feels like things will just be going backwards if we do. Clone Commander Jeremy says, Hail, Derek. I saw Bird of Prey was streaming, so I wanted to come in and support. Thank you, Clone Commander Jeremy. I very much appreciate that support. DJ Odyssey. Nancy Sinatra was a Playboy spread in '95. I will take your word for it. I'm skipping a few here. There's Time Mechanics here. Luke says, so you believe in the afterlife and that some people are sensible enough to perceive wandering souls. Another time dilating question. Do you believe in any conspiracy theory? Wow. Wow. Any conspiracy theory? Probably. We'll go through the big ones though. 9/11, not a conspiracy. I do believe it was Al Qaeda terrorists. I do believe it was planes that hit the towers. I don't believe there were any explosives involved. Could Bush have done a better job of preventing it? Very possible. Is it his fault? No, it is the fault of the people who did it. Did he purposely look the other way so that he could give out massive defense contracts to his friends? No, I honestly don't think so. I honestly don't. So I think 9/11 is more or less what really happened. What else? What else? Other big conspiracy. Thank you. JFK, I'm unsure of. Yeah, there was probably more to JFK being shot than we know of. But I don't know who or what might have been involved. Did we land on the moon? Absolutely, we landed on the moon. We have scientific stuff up there. You can see evidence we were up there. You can bounce lasers off mirrors we left up there. Excuse me, but I'm taking a bite of the sandwich because I have to eat before my physical therapist gets here. Other conspiracies, aliens and UFOs. I do believe that there has been some type of contact made with alien life. I do. I've seen too much. People, everybody says they're a skeptic, but then they say these crazy things and people are like, you were never a skeptic. I spent a lot of time going over UFO evidence. The vast majority of it is bullshit. It is faked. Either by pranksters or people looking to get attention. There's also people who use it as an excuse for missing work or failing to pick up their kids or for whatever reason, but they were probably just drunk somewhere and passed out, and they come up with this cockamamie I was abducted bullshit story. Yes, I'm sure, but there are things that I have looked into, I've researched, completely unexplainable, and it is either that we have technology so far advanced that it would seem alien to us, or it's actual alien technology. And that will be a whole other episode or show. I don't want to get into it too much. But UFO alien existence, not as prevalent as, say, Ancient Aliens makes it out to be, but there is something to it. DJ Odyssey. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Yeah, I'm not a singer. Anti-Tracker better not put any of these clips of me singing together. There are no atheists on the battlefield, as the saying goes. Yeah, I would imagine not. An anti-tracker goes, you can help Bird of Prey out by going to PayPal me/the anti-tracker. Yes, very, very funny. Oh, YouTube hated you for a second. Uh-oh, did YouTube kick the stream for a second? Kronos, what is this thing called anti-tracker? Tracker. Anti-Tracker has his video up now. DJ Odyssey, now I really feel like I'm in a time warp. Only 10:15 here. Well, that comment was 11:15, so obviously you're in Central Time. It's fun when someone calls him. We get to hear the Dukes of Hazzard theme. Yep, couple of good old boys, never meaning no harm. Just something, been in trouble with the law since the day they was born. Making their way the only way they know how. That's just a little bit more than the law would allow. Yeah. I probably shouldn't have said that much. Good thing Mr. Miles isn't here. Why? The more the merrier. Well, let's see who this is. Spam. Nobody. No Mo Robo. Love it. Love that service. And we jumped to the end. Why did it jump to the end? What is with all these comments? You people and these comments. Thomas Potts. Good morning, Thomas. On already. Didn't you get a lot of sleep? No, Thomas, I did not. I mean, I woke up at 6 a.m., which is an hour later than I usually do. And I got some sleep. It wasn't terrible, but no, not a lot. Free Ractogenos for all, says Kronos. Thomas Potts asks, what happened with Facebook? Apparently, Thomas, me and only me could not get to the page about the GoFundMe for the border wall. Still to this minute, as I try reloading the page, it is not showing up for me. So I don't know if I was banned from it for some reason, but I took it to mean that Facebook pulled the page. So wanting to break the story, I went live. Only to find out that apparently everyone else in the world can still get to the page. So I messed up. My bad. I have to change the name of the stream once I'm done. While I'm reading some comments, you guys, we've got to put the vac back on. Yeah, I apologize. I tried to cut it off early last time because I figured, oh, I'll only be on another 10 or 15 minutes and I can finish going afterwards and not have you guys hear the awkward vacuum for as long as it had to. But best laid plans an hour later, and I'm still broadcasting, trying to catch up with the comments. My sincere apologies. I will play music or something next time, if there is a next time. So, yeah. Kronos, he actually got a notification for Anti-Tracker. Still no notification for yesterday's stream. T is for turd. Turd is the word. T, turd, turd, turd. Do you guys hear that crunching in my mouth right now? It's Tostitos. Well, if you don't hear it, good. Luke says, by the way, the mirrors on the moon are French. So are they white surrender mirrors? No, I'm kidding, Luke. That's great. I did not know the mirrors were French. A real international effort. What are mirrors doing on the moon by the French? Obviously, the French wanted to look back at themselves in the mirror. So they put mirror on the moon. Makes sense to me. My plan for the moon is to, and they did this in The Simpsons as a joke, but years before The Simpsons did it as a joke, I had the idea, and I'm sure many others had the same idea, that if you had a laser big enough and strong enough, you could point it at the moon, and just by having it move a few millimeters on Earth, you could project some type of image onto the moon. And the plan was to use the moon for advertising at night. Like, imagine a Pepsi logo on the moon at night. Yeah, it would really piss people off, but man, it'd be a lot of free advertising. Well, not free, but there'd be a lot of advertising after it. DJ Odyssey played World of Warcraft one night too long. Almost called him to work saying he had res sickness, but then didn't. Figured they wouldn't buy that story. I've never played World of Warcraft, actually. I played the original Warcraft, Warcraft 2, but no, not World of Warcraft. That's not my thing. Rip Stan Lee, yes. I send my condolences to Stan Lee's friends and family, and the millions and millions of fans he had. I'm not going to pretend I was his biggest fan. To be honest, I wasn't. I had nothing against the man, but never being a big comic book person. I honestly only knew Stan Lee from the movies. He would guest star in and cameo in, and from his appearances on The Big Bang Theory. Other than that, I honestly probably would not have known who he was. So that's just me being honest. I still respect the man. He did a lot for the community, but he's not somebody that I personally would really have known about if not for his more recent but probably less important contributions. Why do you keep asking what is an anti-tracker, Kronos? I keep worrying that I've gone back in comments another 30 minutes. Anti-tracker. Oh yeah, 2 songs. Okay, yeah, you got 2 songs. 2 song clips out of me. I will. Maybe I'll end this on a 3rd song. Depends how delusional I get. We are dangerously close to being physical therapy coming, and I still have to get dressed and ready for it. Luke Favark at Bird of Prey. I delve into UFOs, and while I check out what was relevant, 99% was either fake, delusional, or just people getting tricked by their own brain beliefs. That last 1% I saw genuine things. In all honesty, they can't explain it. Yet it doesn't mean it's alien, just another unexplained phenomenon, either due to lack of scientific knowledge from their part, or just genuine phenomenon science has not been able to explain yet, but aliens is literally one of the last possible explanations. Agree to most of that, Luke. Agree to disagree on the last part. Honestly, to me, aliens is not one of the most last possible explanations. If you believe that there is life around other stars, which I think we probably all do, and if you believe that some civilizations have had very easy, that they could have had 1,000,000 years head start on our technology. I mean, the whole human race, we're taught, I mean, civilization only started perhaps 30,000 years ago on Earth. Imagine a race that's been sentient for 1,000,000 years. They would be able to do things we literally can't imagine, and it is possible that there's not one race that's 1,000,000 years old, but literally thousands of races 1,000,000 years older than us in this galaxy. And if they really can't travel between the stars as easily as we travel between cities on Earth in planes, that is incredibly depressing to me. Even if it took them years to lay out some type of conduit that's needed to travel, seems likely to me that there are aliens out there. Whether they came here or not is truly, yes, it is less likely, but I don't believe it is the last possibility. But the rest of it, yes, very decent points. 99% of alien and UFO stuff, especially on television, is totally fake BS, just made to look good or get ratings with no basis in reality. And the fact is, it hurts the entire movement because it's so easy for people to buy into this stuff and say, oh, look at all this fake, so everything's fake. But I really want to leave this. UFOs are so important, and conspiracies and stuff. We'll do a stream just to that, and I'd love to get more into detail with it. Peter Quinn, even if you are banned, you still see the page but cannot comment. Well, then I have no idea. I just cannot get to the page. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I might reboot the computer, but I'm not going to do that now. Oh crap, AT shouldn't be here to listen to the SG episodes. I didn't talk about any SG episodes. They use a vacuum on the space station as part of the toilet. Yeah. So I'm using space technology. I'm almost an astronaut. I mean, I'm not saying you should name a school after me, but is there one statue of me at NASA? I bet there isn't. Snowflake music during the vacuum. I don't know if that would go right, but I'll look into it. Anything but Laura singing during the vacuum. I will not have Laura singing on this channel unless he absolutely and affirmatively asks me to put him singing on the channel. It's okay, I quit WoW now. This is all about Fallout 4 and the baby launcher. No. Nobody brought up Fallout 4 or the baby launcher in this stream. Kronos, how is WoW still a thing? Oh, WoW, World of Warcraft. Okay, WoW is still going. 10 years gone there, don't miss it. Kept getting worse after BC. Kronos, Bird of Prey 5, have you seen The Expanse? Yes, Kronos, I'm all caught up in The Expanse. For me, it took the whole first season was very, very tough to get through. But the second and third seasons, those were excellent. And I am looking forward to the fourth. Luke says, too far to reach us. Well, that's what I'm saying, Luke. Too far to reach us by our understanding of science. But with 1 million years, it would be very, very depressing if the speed of light is the ultimate speed limit of the universe. I have to believe that given 1 million years, or even 10,000 years, or some number of years, an advanced civilization can overcome just about anything. But you could be right. We'll never know for sure. That's just my opinion. In a way, space would be kind of cool for your body. Yes, I've thought about that. If I was in 0G, I would have very little, honestly. It really wouldn't be disabled at all. I'd probably have plenty of muscle to move around and do what I needed to do. The only problem would be exercising in space and coming back down to Earth. Kronos is saying, don't let him catch up. Kronos, come on, man. And is this the last comment? Thomas Potts, quantum speed is fast. Peter Quinn, well, that was a good dinner. Sonic barrier was a thing at one point. DJ Odyssey, Bird, please reread my last 4 comments. Okay, 4 back. Is anything... Okay, wait. We'll go back 5, because I don't think I read that one. Bird, you were supposed to sing that line. I put like the song... Bird is the word. Oh, turd is the word? Turd. Turd is the word. Turd. I honestly, I'm not 100% sure how the song goes. That's the best I could get. Okay. Anything but Laura singing the vacuum. It's okay. I quit WOW. Yeah, WOW is going. It just went to hell after the last 2 expansions. I read all of those, DJ Odyssey. Kept getting worse after BC. He's caught up in the stream. Don't let him catch up. Okay, maybe that one I didn't read. Bird, please read my last 4 comments, and now I'm back to where I was. Luke, hey, I'm not saying some aliens can't have FTL. I'm just saying that for all we know, no matter how good the tech is, it won't help them reach us if they are on the other side of the universe. Well, the universe is a big, big, big place. But just within the Milky Way galaxy, there should be 1,000+ advanced civilizations at any given time, and possibly more. So yeah, they should be able to reach us. I mean, yeah, when you go to the whole universe, the possibilities are endless. But you know, I don't know. And DJ Odyssey says he was joking. So, okay, you got me, DJ. You got me. So you know Bird of Prey will catch up when Anti-Tracker goes live tonight. No, because I am signing off in 5 minutes at noon, come hell or high water. No matter how many comments are left unread, because I will have 15 minutes or less to get ready for my physical therapy, and that has to happen. So we are on the last 5 minutes of the stream, people. If there's anything you need to get in, now is the time. 9 people watching. Let us do a quick check of what the wall fund is up to. $4.637 million, up $300,000, up $300,000 since our last check. Wow. Now, if I could get just 10% of that, I'd be a very happy man. But you know, we'll just have to deal with the wall. Luke, sure, but how advanced and under what conditions? Imagine half of them are in North Korea's situation, and the other half is busy keeping the other ones at bay. Well, that's a pessimistic way of looking at it, but it's possible. That's why there's just a lot we don't know. Clone Commander Jeremy, when I ask if we've been visited by aliens, it's not question of if they can reach us. It's more of question of if they want to. That is another serious possibility. And if they want to, you have to wonder, are their motives sinister or not? I honestly don't know. Josh Street, have a good day, Bird of Prey. Good time. Thomas, have an honorable day, Bird of Prey. Kapla, everyone. Thank you guys so much. I will be signing off. And let's see if the ending credits work today. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please like and subscribe and share. I always forget to say this in the live stream. If we want the channel to grow, if you want to help me get the channel to grow, I need likes, I need subscriptions, and I need you to share it with anybody who you think might be remotely interested. And I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. It means more than you know. Kronos, glory to the Empire. Kapla.